What's up, everybody? Liv here. So listen, you know how your parents have you and your parents have siblings and those siblings have children and those children are your cousins, and so you guys kind of look alike, you play together, you have similar interests, you fight sometimes, you get along sometimes, and you do a lot of things together, and you just become close, right? You start looking alike and things of that nature. And so I happen to be looking at two particular firearms. The SIG P320, this is the Spectre series, and of course my lovable M&P 2.0. So I'm looking at these firearms and I'm like, wow, I love you guys. You guys are similar. You look alike. You have a lot of things in common that I like. You have a lot of similarities. Obviously, some differences, right? Because none of us are perfect in our characteristics. But I started to think, and I'm like, I think these two firearms are cousins, and let me tell you why. So I have my handy dandy notes, and I have about 5 characteristics that make me believe that these firearms are actually related in some capacity. Cousins, if you will. Number 1, they have very, very similar ergonomics. Now, you'll see with the M&P, I have the optic on there, and then I have the weapons mounted light. It's because it's my EDC, so it's a little more spiced up than the stock Spectre, okay? And the X series have a few different options. You have the X Compact, which is this. You have the X Carry. You have the full size. And of course, with the M&P, you have the compact. You have the full size. So they have a few different options within their respective lineups, if you will. So the ergonomics. The ergonomics on the P320 feels great, okay? In fact, when Brownell sent this over to me and I picked it up for the first time, I was like, wow, this fits amazing in the hand. Now, I've already done a video on the X Carry, but this is the compact size, which is a tad bit smaller. But when I carry this, you guys already know, I feel like this fits like a glove. But it immediately reminded me that the ergonomics on both of these guns just feels wonderful, and they're very similar. It feels natural. They both have a natural point of aim, and again, both of these firearms are unloaded. Okay, sorry about that. I probably should have pointed that out earlier for some of you Nazis, although I checked them a million times before I bring them on camera, but some people like to see them unloaded. So yeah, natural point of aim, feels comfortable in the hand. I love the ergonomics. The next thing is the grip texture. When the 2.0 came out, they changed their grip texture, and it feels like sandpaper, but I love it. It's not too rough on the skin. I mean, I wear a t-shirt underneath, so it doesn't bother me, but there were times where I put it on, I didn't have a t-shirt, and I was like, woo, okay. But with the SIG, I mean, this laser engraving, SIG hit it out the ballpark. SIG hit it out the ballpark. This laser engraving feels amazing. And they bring it all the way up, which I love, because your thumbs are up here, right? Your thumbs are up here. And so you get grip way up on the frame, so that you're able to manipulate it and obviously keep it steady when you're shooting. But I love that. And again, I think Smith & Wesson and SIG did a great job on making sure you get enough texture on the grip. So that's another similar feature that they both have in common. They're both intuitive. And what I mean by that is that they both have left-handed controls. Okay, they have the extended slide lock. They have the reversible magazine feature, which on my M&P, you can see that I reversed it. And on the SIG, I haven't reversed it. I've come to the point where The M&P is my EDC. And yes, I reversed it on here. But for the most part, I think on my other firearms, I left it as is. I'm not reversing it anymore. I'm just going to get used to, manipulating it and turning it and using my index finger to pop that magazine out. And so it's just too much to reverse it. And listen, I think the percentage of right-handed people in this industry is like 98% or something like that. It's crazy. So manufacturers are not making it that easy for left-handed people as far as like switching it over prior to distribution, because it doesn't make sense. Most people are right-handed, and so I get it. They're going to just put it on this side so that right-handed people can use their thumb and pop it. That's it. But I love that they put ambi controls, or at least reversible controls, as far as the slide lock and the magazine are concerned, because that makes it so much easier to manipulate after an empty round. Reliability. These firearms are reliable. You can literally do a bunch of research and you'll see that the malfunctions are minimum. Okay, you can trust them with your life. Okay, the name, the reputation precedes itself. There's a lot of aftermarket parts for these firearms. People trust them. Companies love accessorizing these firearms. So they're reliable. They are dependable, and you're never going to not find a part for these firearms. And last but not least, the aesthetics. Okay, just look at them. Let me just undo this real quick. Look at them. There are some good looking firearms. They just look good, okay? When you go into the store and you buy a firearm, that's the first thing that's gonna come to you. That's the first thing that you're gonna see, like, oh, what is this? This looks like a really nice firearm. Ooh, this looks good. This has some aesthetics. This has some appeal to it. Now, of course, you want firearms that are reliable and dependable. And for the most part, the pool of options out there are just that, reliable, dependable, for the most part. So now what separates them is what? The aesthetics, right? Nobody wants an ugly looking firearm. No one picks up the, well, let me not say that because I might touch a nerve for some people, but typically, when people pick up a firearm, they like the way it looks. It looks appealing, and so that's what they want. And so when you look at these two pieces, they give you exactly that. So, yeah, listen, that's why I thought that these two firearms could be related. I mean, great ergonomics, wonderful grip texture. They have intuitive controls. It's reliable, and they look darn good. So, I don't know what else to say about it. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section, but they cousins. They don't know it yet, but they cousins. SIG, Smith & Wesson, got in there. All right, so let me know your comments. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing well, treating one another with kindness, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.